Okay, so hi, my name is Effie. You probably know me as the host of the Dungeon Initiative every Saturday on the Dungeon Initiative channel for YouTube or on Twitch. On the prior episode on the 15th of this month, I unfortunately was not able to record the first 2 hours, or at least the sound of other players. So, just a quick recap before this video starts. Essentially, the group found themselves inside of this dungeon where Edard and Zoe were going after Faye for a sort of like virtual dungeon situation. While they were battling those dungeon rooms out, Faye found herself in an entanglement with a Loop Garo, the type of werewolf. Meanwhile, Hugh and Fenrir were basically dealing with a couple of assassins who kept trying to enter the room, along with a hybrid alien creature codenamed Sliver. The session basically continued from there once we figured out the sound and got everything working again. So that's pretty much the recap. You guys know how D&D is. Counters are like a minute or a couple of seconds. So what we ended up is this quick recap for you guys just to kind of get you going. I think there's about an hour and a half left of the actual footage. Please enjoy, and I do apologize. But next session will also be up soon. Thank you.
She's using her cloak, and she's going to, as a bonus action and using her movement, move over to Eddard and the guard.
Right around here? Or here?
Yeah. And she's going to use fiery teleportation to take the guard and Eddard, because she can selectively choose 2 targets, I think.
Okay.
Creature within. Yep, the spirit in each willing creature of my choice. So yes.
Each willing creature. So I guess we'd be forcing the guard to do so, but I'm not sure how that would work. It would be Eddard that goes with her then on this one. I thought it'd be.
I don't want to go.
You don't want to go?
Yeah, sure, why not?
And it's going to be right in between those 2 guards, right there at the lower part. Yeah. They're going to have to make a DC 18 dexterity throw. As they land, or from this teleport.
You have to make an 18 dex save.
Yeah.
Well, one got a dice roll 19 off the bat.
Nice.
And then the other guy got a 3, so he's failing.
Okay, roll 2 d8s. And that's d8s plus... Oh, d6s, I'm sorry. I didn't see the losing an 8 from here with my vision right now. Yeah. Be 5 plus 5. That's 10 points of fire damage.
On both of them, or just to the one guy?
Just the one that failed.
Yeah, caught off guard and surprised. You do significant damage to that guy, but they're now like on guard against you guys. All right, what you got next, Zoe?
That is all.
Yeah, I get it, Ash. I need more dedicated moderators or people paying attention to the stream. It can't always just be you.
I have to. If I was in the Twitch thing, I wouldn't have been able to properly use my D&D Beyond. Otherwise, I'd be in there listening too.
Just
The other issue is
anybody would work.
Yeah. The other
Right.
part is just like Twitch has been acting up regardless for me.
That's fine.
I've been able to hear certain streams getting on there, so I'm not even sure if it would have been accurate or not.
And actually, I think the secondary guy, this one right here, it's Fire, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's dead because you just finished him off.
That was the one that.
That was the
Was
weekend
that
guy.
the one that I scorched ray?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Haha, I'm getting a.
Yeah, just
The funny
absolutely
thing
flamed.
is that earlier I did actually say you think you can run away from me.
Yeah. All right, and that's your
That
turn,
was
Zoe.
a minute.
That's it for my turn.
Okay, we go over to Fenrir. All right, Fen, what you doing? FYI, this creature
Is it chicken?
is seemingly regenerating itself as well.
What?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
That noise.
Better.
So it adapts, it regenerates, and it doesn't seem to stop. Damn. God. Does it feel liquid in nature from the times I've been hitting it?
No, it feels like a solid creature.
Okay.
It just looks unreal. Like like you ever seen when people create those unrendered blocks of cash, and like they put it in real life, and it looks like it looks like it's not real.
Yeah.
You've seen those, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
It sticks out like that. It's just even though this room is odd and it has the weird screen thing and all that, this is the weirdest fucking thing in the room. And it does seem like it's relentless.
To my left, that chair's there, right?
Let me see. The one attached to the floor there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move around to its right, staying within it, within range. Not to its right, to its left.
Like right
So
there?
down.
Oh, right
No,
over
no,
here?
down. Yeah.
Okay.
And my first attack is going to be a claw attack, but it's also going to be a shove.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I see what you're doing.
Looking for the shoves.
Bro, this can go wrong in so many ways if he gets it right.
Okay, so this would be a. This would be athletics versus athletics after the attack.
Okay. So you did the attack, right?
Yeah, let's see. 26.
26 hits. Yep.
The damage for it. I'm also gonna make it make the 18 Wisdom save.
Gotcha. All right. So I'll do the wisdom save first. Bear with me. I'll take damage in a second.
Yeah.
That is going to fail.
Okay. It's going to take an additional 2d12 psychic damage. Something it seemed like I would have to assume it can't perceive this damage.
No, it cannot.
That's 13 points of psychic damage.
This particular damage makes it kind of like cringe a little bit, and you see its eyes shrink and swirl around a little bit.
And now for the shove part.
And it was the psychic damage. What other damage? Any other
11,
damage? 11.
11's
Go ahead. Sorry.
You're fine.
11 slashing, right?
Yeah, and now it's a contested strength check. I'm assuming versus its athletics.
Well, if it's contested strength, it's strength versus strength.
Oh no, it's it says it under the shove option of attacks.
Okay.
It's a contested strength check using acrobatics versus acrobatics, or no, it's athletics versus acrobatics or athletics, whichever one's the better one.
All right. You got a 14.
1 million.
Got a 17.
Solid. You definitely shove it,
Yeah.
landing it onto the chair. It kind of looks confused, looking down at its surroundings. Edward just realized what's gonna happen.
Thanks, man. New player has entered the game.
You're just gonna see like some weird name pop up.
Moving up to it.
All right.
I remember how Eddard got into the game, right?
You're seated and the headpiece brought down, and then you have to connect the cable to the back of its head.
Okay, I'm going to try and move the helmet down, or like whatever the head attachment is to it,
Okay.
and put the thing into the back of its head.
So it would be contested strength at that point, because
Okay.
it's like struggling with you, to like get
Are we
this thing
doing
off.
double athletics again?
This wouldn't be a shove at this point. It's just him struggling against you, so just strength versus strength.
Okay.
Trust me. The player in me says, I hope this works. The DM is like,
Either way, you hope that works.
yeah. It's gonna be a 26 on that one.
Okay, so 27.
Just over. Yeah, it's struggling with this thing. And it just begins to like roll its eyes back as the machine kind of begins to do its work.
He pulls it out. It might just kill it.
Then we're just kind of standing there. Huh.
The question is, where did it end up?
I know. I know exactly where it is going to end up. There's another thought that came to mind because it was a pretense thought of what would happen if we unplugged them without safely removing them from the game.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to SAO. They fucking die.
It ended up on your battlefield.
Wait, hold on. Did Fenrir just... Okay, did more so Fen just put him in the chair and just like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep?
Okay. So we're still in your perspective, Fen. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Looking back towards the screen.
All right. So on the screen, you again, like you're mostly seeing from the the Eddard's perspective, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Like from that room, and what you see is most of the battlefield. You haven't seen it generate into that world just yet. So whatever you're looking for, you can't see it at the moment.
Okay.
Because it's from the game.
I like how quiet Effie went from that. Hasn't said a word.
From what?
Alright, Edward's like, it's because it's from the game and you just didn't say a word. So it's
no,
like,
no,
that
no.
doesn't sound good.
No, but my mind is processing like how this is gonna play out. Yeah, this thing isn't normal for sure. Is that your turn, Fen?
I kind of want to take 2 more attacks into it.
Solid. And I mean, at this point, it would just be straight damage because it's not guarding against you or anything.
Okay, you want to consider auto crits? Because if it's in this kind of situation,
yeah,
it's immobilized.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is going to be interesting to see how the outside damage affects someone plugged in.
I just realized it turns into the fight back meme. Fen and Hugh just wailing on this poor defenseless thing.
32.
Fight back!
32. What?
Slashing damage. I'm sorry, 22. I did that math wrong.
Okay.
$21.
All right, so slash. Its flesh kind of still moving and, kind of taking care of itself the way it should. It's not exactly regenerating right now, but you definitely damaged its flesh there. Its eyes are now like, instead of that black, they're kind of like this gray color, kind of like clouds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's end of turn.
Yep.
All
Actually,
right.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a bludgeoning attack at it.
All right.
Oh wait, these are auto.
I just realized, Fen, we can set that on fire. The furnace is lit. I just gotta fucking put it on them.
Jesus. That's 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go over to LaFay.
Go it, guys.
LaFay, surrounded currently. Your friend was pulled away. Why is this over here? LaFay? LaFay, it's too early!
No. I thought you were like gonna talk more. That's why I was.
No. It's your turn. Your turn. You got 3 guys on you, and then your orc buddy got pulled away.
Yes. She's gonna.
What'd she say? She cut out.
She's gonna go after the orc.
You're going after the orc?
The orc. Yeah.
Are you disengaging then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. stepping through. You currently do not see where the orc is. Obviously it's there, but, you know. Add this little white border around it to kind of signify that it's not there.
Is there anything that I can like anything or anyone I could see?
Make a perception check. Because right now, like, compared to where you just were, where there's like a battle going on, people screaming and shouting and all that, in here it's like quiet.
Alright, it's I got a 25.
Yeah, you kind of have this heightened sense that like this creature, the Lugaro, is somewhere beneath the railing, like very close by. You can even kind of hear its breathing faintly. And then with the perception, you should be able to spot. No. In fact, we're gonna put this right here. What are you doing?
She's gonna like carefully like walk over and like look around.
All right, so make a stealth check. Damn, this Lugaro is stupid.
I got a 31.
Yeah, you're good. You're sneaking. Which way are you going?
I'm gonna go forward.
All right, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's your max speed? 30, right? 35? So you're kind of right around here.
Okay.
With your perception check, kind of, you know, I'll say it's still like kind of at play. You're sneaking around, looking around, right? You can see that across the way, leading over to like where that master bedroom is, some of the rubble's kind of moved and shifted, and the doorway is kind of open slightly. You have this feeling that maybe the orc's been moved there.
Yeah, she's gonna find her way over there.
That's where you're gonna go. And then action was spent for disengage, so she can't double speed, right, guys?
I don't think so.
Okay. I think you're held in.
There's an exception for rogues.
What's up?
There's an exception for rogues. Give me 1 second.
That's what I want to be sure of, so I'm trying to give her the fair chance to move and do all that stuff.
Let's see. Cunning action. Those are considered bonus actions.
Okay, so she spent a bonus, she's used her movement, you can still use your action to double your speed. Which in difficult terrain will be half, so you're going to be at, I'll give you 20 feet. Alright?
I'll do that.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20 gets you right up next to the door. And you can kind of hear like a shh, 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 shh. It's okay. I got you now. I do have a thing for orcs, so maybe we can work something out, hey? And you can hear the orc saying, "Don't touch me!" Oh, so angry. And then going from there, we go over to Edard. Edard, at the top of your turn,
Okay.
you can see the names on the top right.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you see one that's kind of like fizzling in. And you don't really see a name at first, as it's kind of
I
like...
told them to watch over the bodies.
As it's like slowly kind of fading into view, right? And what you see instead is a letter and some numbers, and it says A51, and then it says sliver.
A51.
A51 sliver.
Okay.
And a little bit across the field,
I'm
you
a
can see that
Hershey.
there's a glow, followed by some shouts and screams as people panic as a new creature enters the fold.
Effie?
Yes?
Effie,
Yes?
I know where you live. Just remember that.
This is just the beginning.
Just remember, I know where you live.
Yeah.
I know where you live.
I have no idea what a sliver is, so.
I mean, none of your characters know what a sliver is. It'd be a new species.
I forgot her name for Hey, hey Zoe, you know what a sliver is by chance?
Ash is in chat saying that poor orc.
It just went completely silent.
Yeah, Zoe, you went quiet. I don't know if you were responding to him. Oh, they're
No,
muted.
it's the fact that our roommate told us not to tell you anything about a sliver.
Oh, I'd already been thinking about it because I've been hanging out.
I know.
I've been hanging out at
And
a
he told
dojo
us
slash magic
not
shop.
to.
So slivers are essentially, like, I'm assuming from their reactions, supercharged adaptoids?
So essentially, like a sliver can start off as simple as just it's dangerous. It can attack and do damage and drag
It's-
people off in the night. But if it starts to learn and adapt, it can start doing double damage and become immune to things. It can become radiant, and it starts to grow and become. It's like you're describing an adaptoid.
And this is from Magic the
Oh.
Gathering.
Yeah.
And in the best way of saying what he has created is not exactly what I was more feared of. It's just like a mob monster. So one sliver by itself, not a problem. They are basic as all hell.
But when
But-
they're combined with others, they're in a hive mind.
Yeah, you put two slivers in the same place. One sliver gives the other thing more power. And like the sliver could grow wings if it's a winged sliver. The sliver could deal more damage if it's that kind of sliver. It's just something that when there's a plethora of them, they all get each other's abilities.
Yeah, like they can get large too.
So, does it somewhat work like a symbiote then?
Kind of.
Uh,
Kind of. Very, very.
Kind of.
Like adapting to like whatever its host is?
It's hard to
No, because it's not latching on to anything as a host. It's just it's growing and learning and becoming more dangerous.
Okay, so it's just like adaptoid slash.
Yeah, like
symbiote.
look at that. It doesn't even look like anything here. It looks like a plant, but you see it has claws, and then in other shots it looks like a blob.
I'm sorry, everyone. I do not play Magic
This
the
is-
Gathering.
this is probably
so
the coolest
this
version 'cause it
information
looks
is
like,
new and fascinating to me.
Like this is essentially the design I was going off of, which kind of makes it look like a. Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord for you guys.
Yeah, I was like wondering what you said you would like. I would hate it, and I'm thinking about it. Like the only thing that I could think of was just like random like adapting nonsense. But the thing is these slivers in particular don't adapt per se.
And
It's
Ash, I
just
put
when
that in chat for you so you can see it in the D&D room.
it's just the fact that there's a lot of slivers, and when there's a lot of them, they all gain the abilities of every other sliver.
But you
They
have
don't
to know,
They don't
this is just
exactly-
one.
Yeah.
This is just
Okay,
one.
I got that idea in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, so the part that it has all this stuff already is kind of pulling from the fact that it is a sliver, or you've called it a sliver. So it's not exactly a sliver. It's a crazy like adapting.
Yeah.
lookalike.
Yeah.
To
The
me,
name
at this
came up
point.
on my friends list as A51 Sliver, so.
That was just me giving it a weird
That's a
code
weird
name.
gamer tag.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a full explanation later if you guys want to hear it.
No, we have to explore to figure it out.
There you go. I like that. All right.
Dungeon crawl.
So you see that name? There's panic on the field as people are seeing something that they don't know what it is, and it's currently your turn. You make a perception check to kind of see like through the crowd and stuff.
Who's
Have
up?
you ever seen the movie Signs
Yes.
with Mel Gibson?
It's not when the alien walks.
Yeah, when the alien walks through the crowd, it's kind of like one of those moments.
Perception. Advantage or anything?
No advantage.
Simply because this is new.
You know what's funny? I think oh no, that's just the one guy. Yeah, you can't see it from there, and you still
it's
got
just
your knight
me.
up here, by the way.
Huh?
You still got a knight.
Is it within 30 feet? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's still there. Okay, so all I'm seeing is new name appear, screaming and shouting from.
Yeah,
another
it sounds
direction.
like both sides are panicking right now.
Okay, so whatever it is, just attacking everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Zoe, I think we should probably get out of here as soon as we can. This is new. This didn't happen last time.
You know. Okay.
And is that someone next to Zoe? I'm assuming.
That's one of the soldiers, elven soldiers, still standing there.
Okay. I'm gonna flank him.
Okay. Kind of move on this side.
And I'll take some swings up. So 24 to hit.
24 hits.
By the way, that's
That's a what?
actually that's my favorite sliver token.
Yeah, it's too cool.
Yeah.
Total
It's
damage.
All right, 16 points of damage.
Give me a second.
Thirsting blade. Natural 20 for a total of 30.
Okay. Yeah.
on the subject of slivers. Did you know they finally got legendaries?
No, I did not know that, and that's god awful because
So for that damage, it's 32 plus 18 plus another 3
that
from the charisma.
that guy is dead, man. You destroyed that man.
Just like, halt! You can go no further.
Yeah, that was pretty much the
Just turns the dust.
dice I use, like the total of them, like, and then whatever I just rolled, which was 18, and then plus 3 charisma, since that gets added to my attacks. So,
Yeah, you annihilated that guy.
yeah, he's.
All right.
Does it look like there's any exit that I can see, kind of?
You can again, like, you can make another perception check. Huh?
Advantage or
No advantage.
Okay. I have to ask to make sure since it's a familiar battlefield. No.
Yeah.
It's too hectic here. 7. And we saw no sign of Lafay or anything, right?
No.
Oh my god.
Let me look over something real quick. Actually, no, I can't do that. I already used my action.
I'll just closer to Zoe, just in case if something moves in on her. And then,
Right here?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then my turn.
Alright. We're back to Hugh.
I heard Hugh, right?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I know what I must do, and I definitely have the strength to do it.
I have a feeling like it's like just as the creature is about to like charge
So
you,
the thing's in the chair, correct?
Yes.
Sweet, sweet, succulent release of pain. Hugh goes into torture mode. Big smile on his face as I proceed to walk over to this thing with the furnace turned on at full blast, ready to sear its skin right down to the bone.
just some kind of
Start with the heart.
Yes, the heart. Yes. Definitely not the skull.
happy music playing right now.
Yeah, like celebratory
How-
moment.
Skulls for the skull throne. Blood for the blood gods.
Finra in the background imitating this.
So how hard is this guy's body, you would say? Am I able to Indiana Jones this bitch?
What do you mean by that?
He's trying to take the heart out.
Kalima.
I would say your damage must be fatal in order to do some sort of finishing move, my friend.
Probably have to be like a natural 20 with his strongest attack.
Alright, well I'm just gonna keep whacking at it until it becomes that, and then I can pull out its heart. Yeah.
Whack it.
I'm gonna crush in its rib cage, so it's all brittle, so it's easier to rip it out. Do I get advantage on this because he's,
They're auto hits.
Oh, perfect. So I should just roll for damage then, right?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. 17 on the first one with an extra 10 points, so it's 27 in total. With 11 points for that one, and an extra 4 points on that for my attack.
What kind of damage was that?
41 points in total, bludgeoning and force.
Okay.
I just put something in the chat.
Question: is this thing perceiving the damage it's receiving while being in a conscious state?
So, while it's like in the simulation, essentially,
Yeah.
it's aware that it's getting weaker.
Okay.
Good. What?
The gift that Edard put in chat.
Is it the fight back? Please tell me it's the fight back.
It's funny.
Man, they did Green Lantern dirty in that though. Like, when
They just start jumping the shit out of him.
like, that scene goes on for like a solid 20 seconds, and then just beating
This
the
is literally me and Fendo with that body sitting in the chair. Just fight back! Fight back! Can't do anything, just getting its ass beat now. Alright, well I end my turn because I can only attack twice on him because I already action surge.
Alright. Alright, so
Alright, Fang, kick his ass.
top of the order. Edard, Zoe, you guys hear this screeching howl come from the center of the battlefield.
Yay.
Somebody shouts, "Oh fuck, no! No, no!" And she's gonna start going ham on everything it sees.
It's absolutely gone berserk.
As long as we keep our eye on us. Maybe. Unless it starts to fly.
Shut up. Shut up.
You guys just keep beating the shit out of it out there, and yeah,
Just run away from it in there.
exactly.
We'll fight it.
Yeah, you see something like leap up, and for a second you can see like the back of its head, like this glowing, like not glowing, this like silvery creature with fur coming off of its back, come down, and then you hear a guy like just limbs fly everywhere, and then it like hops over, and then you finally see it step out. This tall, skinny, muscular creature. It like reaches forward and it just puts its arm straight through a guard's chest, and then just rips it back out. The music got really dramatic.
Down, boy. There's no need for us to fight. Chris Pratt, Jurassic World, and
yeah.
Easy Silver. For Sliver.
Eddard the Sliver Whisperer.
Yeah, the creature's like kind of like looking around wildly. Its eyes like big and wide. Its face is kind of like starting to elongate even more. Its mouth is even wider, and the people are starting to kind of panic as they see this thing, but they don't seem to have a willingness to run.
Kill it.
Yeah, it's very much ah.
In other words, it's preoccupied.
It is definitely preoccupied with what it's dealing with currently. From there, it goes over to Zoe. Zoe, a new creature has entered the battlefield.
Yeah.
No.
I'm the game master, though. I can kick them out, right?
Don't kick out the wrong thing. They're all
Yeah,
user
so,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Have you actually tried to eject people yet? That's something that hasn't come up.
No, I was trying to
Like, I showed you the names and everything, but you haven't done anything beyond that.
No,
So.
I've been trying to find one.
Oh, she's gonna. So Zoe's gonna grab Eddard's arm and fiery teleport towards the guards at the far right corner.
So you mean the one guard, because that's his Echo Knight?
No, the.
Oh, you mean the
Lower
bottom over
right.
here? Okay. Sorry, I gotta pacify, you know? So right here?
Yep.
Now those guys make a dexterity check of 18.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. So left to kind of right. First guy fails. Miserable. Nat 1 definitely fails. Fails. All three fail.
Oh my god.
Womp.
How much damage you hitting our boys with?
1d6, so then that's
2d6.
2d6.
Because your random, your aspect of fire does
10 plus 5, so 15.
15 points of fire damage. You heard that?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah, I heard it. I'm writing it down. That's a DM thing to do, you know, is think and
No, it's just
calculate
that you were
and
really
do numbers.
quiet.
It sounded like it muted. Like you looked
Okay.
like you made a movement and said something.
So the blast of fire definitely strikes all three of them, and they take significant damage from this. Now their attention kind of directed at you guys. What else you got, Zoe? Is that it?
Make a regular attack with your weapon.
Huh?
Make a regular attack with your weapon.
I haven't gotten to use my scythe in a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go back to the previous. There you go.
Right. Which one?
Start with the one.
Alright, so the one that's like right in front of me, I'm gonna hit them with my scythe. Wow! Well, does a 10 hit?
Does not hit. Sorry.
Bonk.
More like swing.
Whee.
She came out of the fiery teleportation wildly swinging and it scared the hell out of everybody.
It's all on fire.
That's
Yeah. All right, and then we go right over to Fen.
When we're like looking at this thing, huh? I think what would happen if I unplug it now? You?
Yeah, sorry, I'm stuffing my face with sushi still.
Ah, okay.
Please repeat that sentence.
Just kind of like standing there looking at it as you're like beating it. What do you think it would happen if I unplug it?
Two things will happen. It'll come back and probably kick the shit out of me. Two, it dies.
Oh.
I hope for two, but I'm expecting one. What do you think?
Well, I didn't want to manually unplug them, and that's why Eddard had to go and kind of guide them out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
It gets out here and it's very angry at us.
At us? I'm the one beating on it for just because.
I put it in the chair.
Yeah. I'm closer.
You'll take most of the damage.
Mm-hmm. I am squishy. I absorb.
Live in a turtle shell. You'll be fine.
Yes, a very hard turtle shell. Fuck it, unplug them. Let's see what happens.
And I'm gonna unplug the thing.
All right, you see the body kind of like go limp.
Keep hitting it just in case. I don't trust it.
Hmm?
I would keep stabbing
Eddard's like, I would keep stabbing it.
Why wouldn't I?
I mean, why wouldn't y'all?
It's you, of all people. It goes limp. But suddenly, no!
Gonna punch the shit out of its chest.
Jump scare.
Just keep hitting its chest until we can pull out its heart. And even at that, we gotta burn its heart.
That's a 34. Oh no, it's an auto hit.
It don't matter.
20 points of 28 points of damage.
Give me a second.
rather than being a chest burster, it's chest imploders.
Where'd it go? Okay. How many points?
28.
All right. You smash it, and you can hear like a.
Aha! We're doing damage.
Could I just go to like open its chest cavity?
Yeah,
Do
sure.
it now.
It's just a carrier form. It's just a carrier form. It's the flood.
26 points.
Damage, right?
Yeah.
So like you like stick your claws in there and start to kind of rip, right?
Yeah.
And you see it start to kind of split open a little bit.
Well, look at me.
Nothing else?
Did you have something else?
Oh, I was wondering if there was like an anticlimactic pause for.
Or something
No,
bad was
you're
gonna
definitely
happen.
starting to like pull its flesh apart, but it's not like ripped open yet.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
All right.
Just keep pulling, just keep pulling.
That'll be 25 points of damage. This time slashing. Now I'm digging my claws into it just to rip it open.
Yeah, you start to kind of hear that split of the chest cavity, and you kind of start to see inside of this creature. It doesn't look like it has any regular organs. It all kind of seems to kind of blend together within inside of it.
Is there anything that looks important?
Not that you can identify or be familiar with. Like you would expect to see a heart and lungs at this point, but it doesn't seem like it has that.
Huh.
In fact, it looks
Destroy
more
it
like just
all.
a bunch of like series of muscles just split apart and maybe kind of just laying there as you're like pulling it. This dark black blood, it kind of seeping off of it.
Yeah, I'll just like rip it from in half, straight down the middle.
You got another attack to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
I shall assist if he needs it.
On
As
your
a
turn.
bonus action for as a bonus action for you.
It'll be 28 points bludgeoning.
All right. You kind of hear the split open, and then you're just looking at an open chest cavity.
I mean, like, instead of like seeing the organs inside, I was just gonna go ahead and like rip it entirely in half.
Yeah, it's still like the body's still resisting though.
Huh. Okay.
So you're making progress. It doesn't seem to be reacting. It doesn't seem to be flinching or healing or anything like that. But the body itself is like still kind of intact.
Huh. Does the skin seem removable?
Yeah.
Fenrir looks at Hugh. Question.
Answer.
This thing's become resistant to our attacks.
And
Doesn't that make this thing's skin kind of valuable?
Yeah. You can make something that would help, I guess, learn to resist certain attacks, I guess. It's like a defensive. This is just like Boxy's skin. Oh. Give me a knife. I'm cutting it off.
That's your end of your turn, Fen.
Yeah.
Hugh, make a perception check.
$14.
Not terrible. Did you fix him?
Have to.
What do I see, Effie? Tell me.
Don't, because it'll actually get hurt.
Need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
But you don't end up with them.
12.
And keep part. But actually waking up the sooner.
So, I assume a 24 hits you.
Yes, that will hit.
You suddenly feel a prick on the back of your neck. And
Ow.
you begin to feel a little wobbly as your movement speed is reduced by half. and you suddenly feel like the hammer in your hands, or your weapon,
Mm-hmm.
begins to get heavy. As your strength score is cut by half for 1 minute. Fenrir,
Am I poisoned?
you are poisoned.
So I'm also resistant to poison.
Ooh.
So, what should I do for that?
I don't
That
know.
means you're resistant to poison. That means
You're not poisoned.
the effects don't affect you.
Oh, sorry. Advantage against poison. Dwarven resilience.
Okay.
So should I roll again then?
Yeah, go ahead.
An 18.
You just beat it. All right, so you're good.
Fuck you, bitch!
And then, Fen, perception check as well.
Oh, got me for a second there. As I turn my head backwards, you son of a bitch.
22.
You do not spot the other one, but they have to actually hit you. I don't assume a 16 hits.
No.
As you feel like something kind of glance off of your neck, and it seems to be coming from behind you.
Immediate look and stare.
The two menacing glances
up
back.
in that hole. You see that there's an assassin there, just like wide-eyed, like, oh fuck.
They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn wall.
And then, like, over by the door, you guys see another assassin as well.
Really, guys?
Fan, can I go get him?
This time, yes.
So hold on.
I proceed to walk towards the door.
It's not your turn.
I'm just saying what I'm doing for my turn. Death
Okay.
shall come.
Thanks for his death.
That one. This guy like hops in, and he's just staring you down. And this guy is gonna step in right around here.
Oh, I do need a new mug for my grog. Your skull shall make a fine addition to it.
And then that was Fenn's turn. We go to LaFay. All right, LaFay, back on you. You're in front of the double doors to the bedroom. What you doing?
She's gonna go in.
One more time? You cut out.
She's gonna go in.
She's just gonna go in?
She's gonna go in. Yeah.
Alright. Are you sneaking or are you just walking in?
I'm just walking in.
Alright. So opening the door, you see standing there, the devil creature Ike is standing behind what looks like this old bed covered in like at one point was covered in like moss. It has little holes and stuff all over the sheets, and bound to it is the orc, and seemingly like some sort of like silvery straps holding her down.
She says, "Let her go."
Oh, is that how you say hello to old friends? Come on, LaFay. You know it won't be that easy. The whole game is ahead of you, and the Bloodstained has commanded that you die here today, along with all your friends. Although I might keep a couple. It'd be good to have a couple of puppets on my team. I'd suggest not fucking this up. as she's literally in my hands.
And when he says like in her, like in his hand, she kind of like looks over to the orc.
Yeah, like his hands are like right beside her head, kind of like caressing her hair, and you can see that as his fingers move, the binds that are around her seem to kind of glow and give off this like glint to them. Come on, you want to find out what happens?
She lifts her sword up.
As you lift the sword, you can see that the binds begin to tighten around the orc, and the orc's eyes kind of bulge, not able to speak as one of them is running across her mouth. Come on, LeFay.
Let her go.
No. I wonder what happens when she dies in here. You are so far from your body. Maybe we can play together in here forever.
Uh,
You cut out. I can't tell if you were saying anything.
no, I'm trying to think.
I still can't hear you, LeFay. I'm sorry.
Hang on, I'm trying to think of what to say. She says, I won't let you kill her.
Would you like to go ahead and test how quickly you can move versus how fast I can move my fingers? He like kind of goes like this with his hands, kind of like making little claw shapes with them, and you see the binds get tighter, kind of cutting into her flesh.
I guess charge. Oh no, charge.
One more time.
Run towards.
You're gonna leap toward them.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Okay. Um, he's gonna go ahead and like squeeze his fists together, and you see as like you leap over, the binds kind of close in, and they begin to cut into her.
He's gonna try and slice it on.
Go ahead and make an attack.
$23.
23 hits.
Uh, 5 points.
You strike him, and it seems like he kind of like recoils from the damage, and it does let the spell drop, and the orc suddenly gasps for air as they suddenly like are released of this spell. Anything else on your turn? Buffet?
Hang on. I mean, I don't think I can attack again, so.
Gotcha. Okay. That was your turn. The orc kind of like rolls over off the bed, falling on the ground. Oh. Please.
She has another short sword, so she's
Huh?
gonna go to her. She,
Bro, what
let
is
me
up
check
with this
my
connection?
inventory real quick.
Damn, dude. One more time, I can't hear you. You're gonna have to start
She has
playing over here, by the
another
way.
short sword.
You're gonna have to start playing over here or somewhere with a better connection. Or
Well,
try to
I don't
project your
know,
voice as
'cause
best you can.
Grandpa. I said she has another short sword, so she's gonna give it to her.
Yeah, she like sees you offering. It's not technically your turn, just so you know. So, are you saying that you did this during your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah, they look to you and they seem kind of like out of it, rolled off the bed, and they kind of like reach up, touch the hilt of the sword, and then their arm drops, and you realize that they have lashes, like lesions, going across their back and across the front of their body, and they seem really badly wounded. And they utter, "Get, get me out of here! I'm, I'm scared." And she like kind of puts her like forehead down to the floor, kind of panting and breathing heavily, as she's not able to take the sword from you. And Ike in the corner begins to laugh. Everything led to this. Greatest rogue ever? Premature to say such a thing in the face of the Bloodstained, but I can't think of a better end. He makes the sound and he begins to kind of hover, and he floats away from you and seemingly crashes through the window of the bedroom and vanishes. Are you taking an attack of opportunity as he tries to get away?
Yeah.
All right.
Roll. I have both short swords, so
It's one attack.
can I like use?
Yeah, it's a singular attack.
Okay. 19. 19.
Okay. So with a 19, you do not hit. He cackles and laughs as he vanishes. You hear like a thud behind you. Something heavy as it crashes into the room. And when you turn and look, you see that the orc gets dragged back underneath the Luke Barrow that snarls at you. And you see as the orc looks up at you with fear in her eyes, and then her face vanishes as one clawed hand covers it and rips her head off with the spine. And that's where we end tonight's session.